Welcome back, MVP Road Car. Today we're diving into something that has been stirring up rumors, excitement, and a fair bit of disbelief across the automotive world. The 2026 Ford Mustang Pickup Truck. Yes, you heard that right. Ford taking the Mustang legacy, one that's been sculpted for decades around coupes, convertibles, raw muscle, and American performance, and translating that attitude into a pickup truck. It sounds bold, maybe even a little crazy, but when you look at where the market is heading, it also feels strangely inevitable. And today, we're breaking it down in complete detail: the exterior, the interior, the performance story, and what kind of pricing you can expect if this wild machine actually launches as anticipated. From the moment you see it, this Mustang pickup doesn't try to pretend it's anything else. The exterior brings a kind of defiant personality that blends Mustang aggression with truck capability. Imagine the classic Mustang front fascia, the iconic tri-bar. LED lighting signature is still there. Sharper now, thinner, more modern, almost predatory. The hood sits wide with bold, muscular lines that resemble the Mustang GT's power domes, but scaled up to match the larger proportions of a pickup. It's as if the design team refused to sacrifice any of the Mustang's attitude just because the body grew a couple of feet. Along the sides, you get a profile that tries to maintain a sporty silhouette, despite having a functional bed. The wheel arches are exaggerated and squared off, giving the truck a sturdy stance. But what really sells the look are the huge 20 to 22-inch rim options, wrapped in performance all-terrain tires. Instead of going full off-road aesthetic like the F-150 Raptor, the Mustang pickup goes for more of a street performance truck vibe. Lower, wider, more aerodynamic. The bed itself is mid-sized, not massive, because Ford wants this to be a sport truck first and a workhorse second. Expect composite bed materials, tie-down systems, and maybe even some clever storage similar to Ford's recent innovations. Around the rear, the Mustang DNA continues with the signature triple-bar tail lamps, but stretched horizontally to make the truck look broader and more planted. A subtle spoiler lip lines the tailgate, not something you typically see on a pickup, but somehow it feels right. The exhaust tips are wide, quad-shaped, and unmistakably Mustang. If Ford really moves forward with the hybrid and electric variants people have been whispering about, those exhaust options could differ by model. But for now, we're imagining the full drama of a gas-powered performance truck. Inside the Mustang pickup, Ford clearly aims to merge the rugged practicality of a truck with the refined, sports-centric interior of the modern Mustang. Step in, and the first thing that hits you is the digital cockpit. Massive curved display stretches from behind the steering wheel to the center stack. Very reminiscent of the new-gen Mustang layout, but reshaped for a wider cabin. The graphics are crisp, customizable, and loaded with performance telemetry. Whether you want real-time torque distribution, off-the-line acceleration timers, or live suspension data, everything you need is right in front of you. The steering wheel keeps its thick, performance-oriented grip with a flat bottom, while the seats are heavily bolstered, giving you the feel of a sports car even though you're sitting higher off the ground. Depending on trim level, you might see a mix of leather, suede-like materials, contrast stitching, and carbon fiber accents. Ford knows Mustang buyers want a sense of craftsmanship. So even though this is a truck, the cabin avoids the traditional rugged work truck plastic-heavy design. Expect heated and ventilated seats, optional Recaro-inspired sports seats, and a premium audio system tuned specifically for this interior layout. Because it's a pickup, the rear seating area offers more space than any Mustang ever has. This adds a new dimension to the Mustang brand. Suddenly, it becomes a legitimate, family-capable vehicle without sacrificing the fun. Storage compartments under the rear seats, USB-C ports everywhere, wireless charging pads, and improved cabin insulation all make the truck feel modern and upscale. And just like the latest Mustang, the ambient lighting system gives the cabin personality at night, letting you choose from dozens of color themes that pulse and shift based on drive mode. Speaking of drive modes, let's talk performance, because that's where the Mustang name carries its weight. If Ford follows the pattern everyone is expecting, the base engine could be a tuned version of the 2.3-liter EcoBoost Turbo 4, pushing somewhere around 330 to 350 horsepower, giving the truck a strong entry point with impressive fuel efficiency. But the real excitement is the possible 5.0-liter Coyote V8 option. Imagine a truck with 480 to 500 horsepower, rear-wheel drive or optional all-wheel drive, and the unmistakable Mustang roar. That alone could set this truck apart from anything else on the market. Rumors also suggest a hybrid performance variant, likely pairing the V6 or the EcoBoost with an electric motor for instant torque and improved efficiency. This setup could deliver around 450 to 500 combined horsepower, while offering silent EV only, driving for short distances. For people wanting an electric version, Ford might eventually offer something inspired by its Mustang Mach-E platform, but tuned for truck use. This could mean dual motors, standard AWD, and somewhere north of 450 horsepower with sports car acceleration and truck utility. In terms of handling, Ford would need to tune the suspension differently than a Mustang coupe. Expect a sport-tuned independent rear suspension, upgraded dampers, and performance-oriented traction control systems. Designed to keep this larger body stable at higher speeds, the truck won't corner like a Mustang GT. But Ford will absolutely try to make it the most agile sport truck on the road. Braking performance will likely be enhanced with larger discs and multi-piston calipers, especially on the higher trims. And now for the big question, what about the price? Considering Ford's current lineup and the projected features of this truck, the entry-level model with the EcoBoost engine might start somewhere around the mid-$40,000 range. Add in more performance and luxury, bigger wheels, sport packages, upgraded displays, and premium materials, and you could easily hit the mid-50,000s to low-60,000s if the V8 version becomes the Halo model. Expect that price to climb into the $70,000 range, especially if Ford includes special performance tuning or limited edition styling packages. For an electric or hybrid performance model, pricing could vary widely based on battery size and technology, but a starting point around the high 50,000s wouldn't be surprising. What Ford is trying to create with this Mustang pickup, if it truly hits the market in 2026, is a new category. A performance muscle truck that isn't oversized like an F-150 Raptor and isn't strictly electric like the Mach-E. Something raw, bold, fun, and usable. A truck that carries both attitude and practicality. For Mustang fans who've always loved the power and personality, but wished for more space, this could become a dream vehicle. And for truck lovers who want something with more flair and speed than the usual lineup, this slot fits right in. So whether you see it as an evolution, a gamble, or a much-needed twist in the Mustang family tree, the 2026 Ford Mustang Pickup Truck stands as one of the most fascinating and daring automotive concepts on the horizon. Thanks for watching, and stick around because there's plenty more coming your way on MVP Road Car as we keep diving into the vehicles that are shaping the future.